Anyway, what's up, everybody? How is it going? So here's what we're doing. We're flying from K-Buff to Midway in Chicago. We're going to look for one Dion Morales of the Gold Squadron podcast. I'm going to try to find the man. So let's fly. I have it set to the daytime so we can actually see shit happening. This guy does sound like AFI, you're not wrong. Green Day is awesome live. I've seen Green Day twice. I've seen Blink 182 like 3 times. And even though Blink is my favorite band, they are not good. Like, they're just not good live. I'm sorry. I don't like saying my favorite band is not good live. But, yeah. All right. Let's see if we can set stuff. So if I want, all right, we'll turn nav mode on. We're not going to turn the autopilot on just yet. We're going to turn the altitude meter on, and we're going to oh wait, no, okay, altitude select. We're going to turn this up to like 20,000 feet. Why are we going to find Dion? I don't know. You've seen Green Day at least 22 times? That is dedication. I don't know what band I've seen the most. Alright. Parking brake off. Throttle up. That ain't great. Landing gear up. Corrected the altimeter. Oops. Corrected the altimeter. We're good. We're good. All right. So now if we turn the autopilot on and start our climb, let's see if it holds us to the course. What they want us to do. Altimeter 3013, great. Okay, we got that. We'll catch the next one. Yeah, I switched it to daytime just so there's like stuff to see. Because it can be kind of... This game is really beautiful, but at night you can't see anything. Let me know if the game music mix with the voice is alright. Yeah, we're gonna climb pretty high. I don't know if I'm gonna have to change the heading each time or if the autopilot on nav will do it for me. We'll see. I do believe our route is going to take us through Canada, actually kind of over where Deslin lives. I don't know if Deslin's in here. But I do believe that we are going to end up... Yeah, so like... after, see my mouse? Yeah. So after this river, this is Niagara River. So this is Grand Island. I have uncles who live there. After you cross this river, this is where Niagara Falls is. Over here. We end up in Canada. So everything to the left of the river here is Canada. And we'll just keep following that before we drop down through, come back to the United States. We're gonna keep this climb up. Forgot to give myself fuel. Keep forgetting that I have to actually like set my fuel. I'm gonna give myself fuel there. Should be enough. He's a local of mine. I can give a tour of London. Yeah, when we fly over it, let us know. I think the last stream or one time, I think it wants us to climb. I think 180 is 18,000. Not 100% sure. The plane is turning, so the autopilot on nav will allow us to follow the line. That's a lot less work for me. If we take a look outside, doesn't it kind of look like the world is like a quilt together? Which is why I'm starting a religion called the Quiltitarians. Children of the quilts. Follow me, won't you? There's Niagara Falls International, the airport. And if you see right above where the nose of my aircraft is now, that little horseshoe at the top, that is part of Niagara Falls. So the falls are that area over there. You get their mark now on the screen. We're gonna climb. I have a set for high altitude on this flight, and I think this aircraft tops out at 31,000 feet. So, let's see. We're looking good though. So we're like directly over the falls now. You can see it there. Guys, if you've never been to Niagara Falls, it's really a really nice sight. Like, if you're ever in the area, I do suggest that you go. And also when you go, keep in mind that they have the falls dammed and it's running at 30% of its actual power. So when you go there, and you're like, holy shit, this is so fast, so hard. That's 30% what it actually could do. Like, that's insane. But man, this is why I like the Northeast. Like, look how pretty this is. Like, a bunch of trees. Like, if we were flying over the western United States, this would all be brown and shit. And then you can see kind of how the lakes overlap here. So on our right is Lake Ontario. It's the last Great Lake. Lake Ontario there, and then on our left is Lake Erie, which is kind of the lake I am closest to. I always like flying over Niagara Falls because that's where my dad was born. And like the American side of Niagara Falls isn't that great anymore. Like back in the day, it used to be like a really you know, bustling town and stuff. But nowadays it's not so great. Nebraska has nothing to look at. Nebraska's yellow. There's corn everywhere. Boring. I've driven through Nebraska. It's not great. Good roads. Oklahoma has great roads too. But there's just nothing to see. Like West Texas is just so boring. Oh yeah, the school with the name Cornhuskers is in Iowa, right? Or wait, is that Nebraska? Corn's like the #1 cash crop in the US. I think more than one state grows it. We were originally the bug eaters. And then we lean more in beef than any other exports. Next I'll hit B again. Wish Nicole Lonnie was here. I don't know why the altimeter settings like change. I don't know what that's about. Song is annoying. I can't hear it. I have it off in my headphones, so I can actually hear something else. Hawkeye's an Avenger. Duh. Let us know when you're near London. We should be, maybe not already. I mean, you would know better than I. So if I am not 100% wrong, I think like London is like this area. Is that right? How far west are you? Because like Toronto's up here, and I know London is just like straight west from Buffalo. Hey Laura, we are flying Buffalo to Chicago. We're gonna look for Dion in Chicago. But this is a Spectrum internet test since they were at my house today. And I want to see if they fucked me and bought me dinner first, or just fucked me and left me out in the code. So CYHM, is that Hamilton? Is London more over here? ERLO? ERLO London? We are southwestern, about 2 hours from the falls. Let me see if DERLO is London. I don't know. I would really need Nicole Lonnie here to kind of answer those questions for me. But guys, if this is any indication about real life, flying a plane is easy. I just set the height I want, I hit the autopilot, and it just does it. You think it probably wants us to go to about 30,000 feet. Scared the crap out of me, Adrian. Oh, they want me to climb. So we're gonna go. They want me to expedite, so we're gonna make it a pretty steep one. I did set it for a high altitude flight. Diesel, you're a pilot, right? Bring up the map. Is there a way to look up what like area these like points are in? Like, can I look up where DERLO is? CYXU is London. CYHM. There it is. All right. So yeah, it's right by DERLO. So when we get to like DERLO, that's when we'll know we're in the area. So we got a little bit till we get to London yet. So how do you all play full tourneys? I am fried from today. Dude, it does take stamina, but you know what? Like, you got through it. It's got there now. It's good to go. My torque is high. I think that's torque anyway. It's not too high. I know I'm probably climbing like too fast. I don't want to lose too much speed, so I'm gonna lower climb rate. Is this droid? Droid, you fly, right? Like you're a pilot? Yeah, we are climbing to 300. That's what I'm doing. Come on. So that's the last little bit, Lake Ontario for us. We got a lot of Lake Erie to go. That's going to be with us the whole time. I mean, it's not really a mystery. But I'm always like, why are humans always by water? I'm like, oh yeah, well, of course, because we need it to live. So of course there's going to be huge populations here. And then some people choose to live in deserts, and I'm just like, all right, you do you, I guess. Do any of the Canadians in chat know where a place called Lorne Park is? Lorne. Lou says, can I land anywhere? Yeah, pretty much. Like, you can land... some planes have water landing, like the Icon A5 has water landing abilities. But you can pick any airport. It has almost every airport in the world in this game. It's pretty crazy, to be honest. It has all these, like, small-ass airports in the middle of the desert, too. Cabin differential pressure. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna turn it off. I've literally flown by my house and like landed on my street. It won't let you pull into my driveway. There's like some weird like collision stuff, but differential PSI. I don't know what that means. Cabin diff press. I don't. How do I fix that? Does anyone know what that is? Should I put on my mask? All right, so 30,000 feet is gonna be our cruising altitude today. Diesel, help a brother out. Oh, I guess the pressure's warning is gone now. I guess we're fine. What's diff PSI? I was getting a master warning about that while we were climbing. We'll pull back on the engine a little bit. We're in the red when it comes to speed. Probably don't want to be in the red, but I also don't want to be flying there all day. We're about 50%, and we are not shedding any speed, so that's interesting. So I'll take it down to, say, 25%. Now we're shedding some speed. Differential pressure. Yeah, I assume it's the differential pressure. I just don't know what to do about that. Does that maybe does that mean like I'm climbing too fast? Maybe is that like you're going up too fast, so like the pressure change is like bad for you. Now we're shedding too much speed, so I'm gonna increase the throttle a little bit, back to 50. See, our ETE is 13 minutes to the next waypoint. It does by waypoint. It doesn't tell you your total ETE. Estimated time of arrival is like 9. I don't know what time it is now. Does it say what time it is now on this thing? UTC 1942. And our ETA is 21:25, so we got still a little bit over an hour here on the way. Where was it on the gauges? So you see this one here that says diff PSI, and then there was a warning on under CAS here. So this was like too high, I guess. And it was putting a warning in here. While we're here, let's check our fuel. We've got 110, 113. Not bad. We know we've got about an hour and a half on our journey. So right now we would need like 80 something gallons. So we're good. We're good on fuel. Should be more than enough to make it. I assume since there's less air resistance, 30,000 feet up, that you don't need as much fuel. Like, I assume that like being higher is more fuel efficient. I of course don't know that. That's just deductive reasoning. Yeah, if this was being a pilot is easy, like look on, no hands. You just hang out, enjoy. But look at that. Let's check our map. So we're getting pretty close to London. It's behind my head, eh? Still a little bit away. All right, so Diesel, if you're watching, this is what I want to know. I'm at 300. Well, I guess I gotta change my thing here. What am I changing when I change the barometer settings? So we're gonna get ourselves back up. so we're basically there. It's not gonna let us go any further. It's gonna climb us a little bit. Can you land on Veterans Memorial? Yeah. Yeah, Luke. Let's land on Veterans Memorial. So we're at about half throttle, but going pretty much max speed. Barometer is related to altitude. I just don't know how. Like, honestly, I don't even know what a barometer measures. From being like super, it's like pressure or something, isn't it? Am I dumb? Am I dumb? The barometer gives you a reading for altitude. Above 18,000 feet, the standard is 2992 across the country, and that means you and everyone is reading altitude off the same pressure, basically. Okay. And then the, like, so is below the standard like 3030? Because I think the first change was 3030. And then it made me go to 2992. Hey, Sub Hedgehog, what's up, man? How you doing? Depending on atmospheric conditions down near the ground, you'll set a different pressure so that you and everyone near you reads the same. Important in busy airspace. There. So I'm just assuming that's like something that the tower will tell you. They'll be like, hey, you're clear for takeoff. Your barometer settings should be 2992 or whatever it is in the local area. Interesting. So the local weather station records it, passes it to the tower. That scared me. Is that too loud? That legit scared me. Pressure check, yeah. Normally I'm like paying attention to my OBS so like I can see the redeem happening. There's like a little bit of delay between like clicking it and it goes up, so I'm prepared. Didn't see that one. I was that meteorologist for the airport. Cool. I love that one. But I can't risk any more of that song. It's like the most easily recognizable DMCA song ever. It gets less than a second of play. Like, so now if this were night and we were doing a live thing, it's possible we might stumble upon some other planes. But since I kind of set it custom day, we're not gonna see anything else in the sky. Does seem like it's a bit windy. I feel like if we look at kind of the radar here, I don't know how accurate this is, but as you can see, we're moving like solidly west, but the plane is a little bit turned right. I wonder if that's just like a wind thing. It's like how the plane is cutting through the wind, or if that's just how this radar, this display reads it. Check our fuel again. We're still over 100. Our ETA is still 2120. So we've got about an hour and 30 minutes. So we'll need like 28 gallons plus 56, 64, 84. We need 84. So we've got about 24 extra gallons in the tank than we need. And I think the last part of the flight will probably not be using as much until, you know, We're gonna try to practice what Nakalani taught us on the last stream we did, and like figure out how much we need to descend and try to cut power and stuff at the right time. It's accurate to wind. Your autopilot is grabbing into the wind in a wind corrected heading to maintain course. Wind is 74 knots out of the northeast. Where do we see the wind? Assume it's on this thing. I'm looking for 74. All right, this is all top right on the main display center. Oh, okay. So 74 from the northeast. So it's blowing at us like this is gonna translate well. You know, I'm not even gonna try to do it with my hands. It's blowing at us. Our plane's correcting for it. I guess that's called crabbing. My course is 280. My heading is 287. So course is where I'm flying, or no, course is where I should be going, and heading is where I actually am going, or is course where I'm actually going and heading is where I should be going? I think that's how that's gonna have to work. Course is you to your destination, heading is where's your nose pointing. Okay. The course is where I want to be going. Heading is where the nose. Right, got it. Got it. Incorrect high altitude setting. Hit B to set that thing. Alright. Well, I hit B. But it didn't change from 20. It stayed at 2992. What does that even mean? All right, we are coming up on London, Ontario, home of Deslin. Lou, I think Lou's around here, right? Do you live in London as well? But there it is. See you, buddy. Lou is somewhere down here. Lou! As you see that, there's the London airport right there. Right over our left wing is the London airport. Kind of on the outskirts of town. Doesn't look like a very big airport. Of course, why would it be? It's not international, is it? It might be, because it's so close to the US. Maybe it is. And it looks like we are making a course correction to our next waypoint. But Deslin is somewhere down there. Deslin and Lou. Deslin! Lou! Desi Lou! You gonna land and pick up some sex? You know what? I do have some baklava. Pearson is Toronto. That's the big one. Yeah. Pearson's pretty big. A lot of the times, my relatives do a lot of international traveling. And a lot of time, they'll actually go up to Toronto to fly out because it's a little bit cheaper. Ketchup, chips, and coffee crisp packages here ready to go. Look at us flying over London, Ontario, surrounded by what I assume to be farmland. A nice patchwork city here. Give me them all dressed chips. So whereabouts in the city do you live, Lou? Are you like north? So we're headed west, basically. We're basically straight on west. What area of the city are you in? Southeast. So you're like that area below the right wing now. That's like the quadrant. Lou is somewhere down there. I'm on my phone Chromecasting this. What's your city, man? It looks nice. I don't think I've been to London. It's like you got a lot of rivers running through it. Looks like there's like a confluence where it like congregates. It's gotta be fun. We're gonna head west more over Canada. We're gonna be over Canada for a bit. Did I fly your list 312 submitted? Yeah, that was Lou's list. Was that not your list? Everyone said it was Lou the Lunatic's list. Man, this really gives you a perspective of how big the Great Lakes are. So, I mean, like, freaking look at that, man. That's Lake Ontario. Like, we started near Lake Ontario and we're still on it. And then look at Lake Erie. It goes for fucking ever. What's that lake ahead of us, Lou? What's the giant ass lake that's to your west between Lake Erie and Lake Ontario? And look at, we're on a direct heading to that waypoint there. And look at how our plane is angled because of the wind. No, that's not a Great Lake. I'll figure it out. Going west to London, there's Hamilton, London, Lake St. Clair. It is called Lake St. Clair. That's where we're headed. Well, I mean, we're headed to Chicago, but we're going to Lake St. Clair first. Yeah, he pulled a bunch from Facebook. He said that in the stream while you were playing, Catherine, that they pulled a bunch of lists from Facebook. And then he doubted my list, even though my list almost beat Boba Fett, and probably should have if he had actually done his triggers. The lake to my right is Huron, not Ontario, is it? Oh yeah, sure is. Sure fucking is. Wow, I don't know shit. Yeah, you're right. We passed Lake Ontario. Lake Erie's on our left. Lake Huron is on the right. And Lake St. Clair is in front of us. And then after we get to Lake St. Clair, that basically, like the mouth of Lake St. Clair, like the western mouth, is where we pass over into Detroit. That's where we get back into America again. It looks like the international border is a little bit like through the middle of Lake St. Clair, at least according to Apple Maps. It was Lando Victor Assange, wasn't it? Because that's the one change I would make to that list to make it a little bit punchier, is to make that Han. I don't know what you would have to dump as far as points, but I really like the idea of Asajj with an extra force. I love the Lancer. Hey, Lou, thank you for the cheers, my friend. You just wanted to hear the seismic. I get it. I get it. I really wanted to make the seismic a redeem, but then I was like, I think this is gonna be like really cool if it's a alert. Lando makes them all I4 and double mods just taking focus. That's true too. I mean, you're not wrong there. Lando's definitely good. I just feel like Han gives you more options and more chances to be punchier. You just like I don't think I've really seen you fly big base ships a lot, Catherine. And obviously you don't fly Scum a lot, so like the Lancer takes a lot of getting used to. I used to fly the Lancer with Boba, and the first like GSP Galaxy event, the first one, I went 4-2 with a Boba Ketsu list, and I really enjoyed that list like a lot. I love Ketsu in the Lancer, especially with Shadowcaster, and you're just doing all these trackers and stuff. It's a very neat ship that's like, it's got a super unique dial for a large base. You get the 5 forward, you get the 5K. Your 3s are blue. This is fun. So Lake Huron on our right, Lake Erie on our left, Lake St. Clair right in front of us, coming closer to the city of Detroit. I've never been this far west in Canada in real life. I've only ever been to like Toronto, like up the coast of the lake style. I really want to go to Montreal. I definitely want to go back to Toronto. I am going to Indiana. We did that flight last time. Going to Indiana. I want to see a map of where I am currently. All right, let's pull that up. There you go. Kind of coming to that eastern border of Michigan. We've got 69% fuel. Let's go.
This is where the fun begins.
Guys, we got a new emote. Out with sus, in with the gavel. So we've got about 12 nautical miles. And then we got another course correction. Doesn't look like it's going to be drastically different. I was trying to use sus today on the Discord. Yeah, I'm sorry, bud. I just think that Debate Club is a better choice for the channel to do than Among Us. I mean, I've told you guys already, it's just so hard to get 10 people. It's hard to get 2 people to do Debate Club. But like, it's right before GSP's podcast, so I think like people are interested on Mondays in a little X-Wing talk. So I don't know. At a truck stop in Tuna and see Greg not flying an A-Wing. Navi, you're here. Thank you. What's up, Navi? Thank you for the Tim Tams, man. They were awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you for sending those. The raspberry ones were my favorite. I think the coffee was my second favorite. Third was the original. Navi, if this question is what I think it is. Are they better than an Oreo? Wow. All right. Yes. I think they're clearly a step up from Oreos. That said, are they also basically Oreos? Also, yes. I think it's like the difference between like Taco Bell and Chipotle, you know? Like it's Mexican. They're both Mexican, but like Chipotle is clearly better. Does that make sense? Am I making sense here? I'm a huge fan of raspberry. As you can see, this is a Snapple raspberry tea. I'm a huge fan of raspberry. So like the raspberry ones were right up my alley. I'm generally not a huge coffee guy, but I really, really enjoyed the coffee ones as well. I think Chipotle is massively overrated, for being honest. It still tastes good, but it's just not like, it's not the end-all be-all of fucking food. Guacamole in general, pretty overrated. It's fine. It's good. I don't see what we all freaking out over. Fresh guacamole, it's good. It's like, it's good. I'll give you it. Guacamole is good, but is it like the greatest thing I've ever had? No, it's not. I think salsa's better than guacamole, if we're being real honest. I'd rather dip a chip in salsa than guac. Coming at you with the hot takes at 30,000 feet in the air, but it is what it is. It be what it be. But it's mostly about having creaminess that doesn't come from dairy. Sure. That's the texture you're after. I'm not saying it's bad. I like guacamole. I especially like it if you got like maybe just a little red pepper in it, so it gets just a little bit of heat. I don't want it like blazing hot. Just a little bit of heat. Some lime in there. It's good. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're about to pass the international border here. Like, Detroit is way to our left. And like halfway through this lake, which is Lake St. Clair, is the international border between Canada and the US. So we're gonna pass over back into the United States here in our journey. Would I serve guacamole on your airline? You know, so one of the things I read is that Nabi, you just got, okay, so they were over, I had a technician from Spectrum over my house today for like, no joke, 4 hours. He was here for 4 hours. He replaced all the wires in my line. He took like, okay, sorry, I'm all over the place, but I posted in Discord today. The first thing he said when he came in, I was like, I talked to the guy on the phone. He was like, he saw the issues on the modem. He saw it happening. And the first thing he said was, I'm not listening to he didn't say fucking. I'm not listening to a word that guy said. And I was just like, oh, great. That's what I want to hear. You know, like, wonderful. So he, like, when he first got here, I was like, well, he's not even going to acknowledge the problem. But then he did this thing, and it sounded like an old school video game. He put something in the basement, and I guess it like pumped a signal through the wires, and he went up to like my cable boxes and my modem, and he brought it, and it did like 8-bit sounds to check like the signal. And he was like, yeah, these are fucked up. So he then replaced all the cables that go through my house. He had to drill a new hole in my floor to run the next cable. And like, I kind of felt bad for him because whoever did, I finished my basement, but I only did the floor. Whoever did the ceiling, like long before me, they didn't use like the pop roof. You know, like the roof that looks like little things that you can like push up and remove the ceiling down. It's like a hard roof in the basement, which is very weird for a basement. Like, you're supposed to pop top so you can run cables and stuff. So like my house is a pain in the ass to run cables in. And I know this because I ran Ethernet from my main room here. I ran Ethernet lines into my basement and my living room because I hate going wireless on things I use. Like, I'll go wireless all day on my cell phone because it's fine on wireless. But like, for streaming and stuff, I don't like being wireless. Or if I have the Xbox in the main room and I'm playing that, I don't play much Xbox now because I have this like awesome computer. But I used to play Xbox a lot. And I don't like having that be on wireless either. I have drywall on my ceiling downstairs, not weird in newly renovated houses. Well, this house wasn't newly renovated except by me and the bathroom, you know. So the bathroom is pretty new. We're definitely in America now. So like, he replaced all that, and like, I don't know, I think all my complaints have been making it up the chain there, because he straight up told me at the end, he's like, we've had way too many people come out here for this issue. Like, we need to fucking figure it out. And I was like, yeah, man, I agree. And like, I was like, I don't want you guys here any more than you want to be here. And he's like, no, I get it. So like, by the end of it, I feel like we were kind of on the same page, but it was a rough start. And he literally gave me his number and he's like, if it happens again, make the appointment and call me. So like, he wants to be the one working on it so they can figure it out, which I appreciate, because he is the third guy to come out, and it's like, I have to explain to each guy what the other ones did. And it's kind of like, fuck, you know? Because I don't like babysit them, you know? I don't go through each thing and be like, this is what everyone did. Oh, look at us struggling in frame rate here. Oh, the game is struggle busting right now. What's wrong, baby girl? What's happening? Probably struggle busting. Video card temp. Oh, video card temp is good. You're getting 5 frames a second. So something is obviously not right. Happening. You want to go win? I don't think that would help them. These things don't matter. Just put this down to high for now and see if that helps us out. This is really struggling. I don't know. No, this isn't Spectrum. I don't know what's happening. This Flight Simulator does it. I don't know if I just like run it too hard or what. Yeah, entering this stage destroyed my FPS. That's the truth. We put it down to medium and didn't gain anything, so it's not the computer. I wonder if Steam is having a connection issue. Flight Sim has been having issues lately with that. Flaky, who's the guy we watch, was doing some stuff, and even he was having trouble. I mean, it was great. Alright, Lou. If we make it there, we'll say hi. CPU is running a little hot, but nothing crazy. CPU is fine. memory is good, CPU is good, GPU is good. Oh, there we go. We're back. 65 frames, 62 frames. We back, baby. It is not the 3090. I will fucking... You'll catch me dead before I start admitting that my computer's to blame for anything. Literally. Yeah. I think that's just Steam, to be honest. So what happens is, so this game is live connected to, of all things, Microsoft's Bing map. So sometimes what can happen is if your connection to their servers or their servers are overloaded or crap, is it can affect how the game renders. And we all know that Bing is, of course, the gold standard of services. I support a legacy after to be used today. That's ouchy. I'm gonna get into this baklava and you can't stop me, y'all. Yes, I'm a dog. Bing sucks. So for my work, I work for a moving company, and sometimes like we have to do things with like geolocation, right? And when I was checking out APIs, I checked out Bing, and I was like, no, thank you. 000, no chance. You guys order out a lot? You have set days? I order out every Saturday. It's from like a local business or a local restaurant. I try to order every Saturday. I'll usually cook every other day. Honestly, I just make like chicken and rice every other day. And I drink a lot of protein shakes and stuff. The Bing map could land you in Anchorage instead of Chicago. It might, man. It might. But honestly, the amount of work they put into this game it's seriously impressive. I mean, just like, look at that, right? Look at the ground. Tonight it was Spanish tapas. That's awesome. I'm not a huge South Florida fan, as you know, but like, when it comes to the Spanish and Latin food, real good. Real good. Laura, did we ever go to Gordo's? I know there was a time where I was going to Gordo's a lot with people, but I don't know if you were part of it. Yeah, that spot was pretty awesome. I don't know if it's still there. Tallahassee's changed a lot. Have you been back at all? Like when I was still doing comedy, I've been back a couple times. Do the shows there, and I wonder what city we're coming up on. Does it look? Well, maybe that's not really a city. See if there's a airport around here. I don't think so. I think all these are just like waypoints or like radar stations. What is KJYM? Does anyone know? KJYM? I live 2 houses from Gordo. Yeah, I remember. Hillsdale Municipal Airport. Well, that's good. Let's check on our fuel and stuff. Let's do what Nakolani suggested and always be checking. All right, so our arrival is 21:29. It's currently 20:23, so we've got about an hour and 6 minutes left. We're currently using 54 gallons of fuel per hour. So an hour and 6 minutes, we're probably only going to use like 60, and we've got like 92 and 94 in each tank. So we're good to go on fuel. Yeah, well, when I told you that this game literally has every airport, it literally has every airport, even those stupid municipal ones. I remember where you lived, Laura. Like, I also remember, did you guys get like robbed one time or something? I don't know why this is popping into my head, but I think I remember, like, you told me your dad brought you a gun or something because there was like some creepy shit happening outside. All right, hitting the road again so I can bug you about needing more aiming storm tomorrow. Hey, Nobby, safe drive, man. Get back home. Nobby, are you gonna play Tuesday? So Tuesday, if you guys are free, I want everyone to be able to play in the gauntlet. It's not a lot of time commitment, right? Like, it's 10-minute matches. If you win, you keep going, obviously, but you know, whatever. It's like we're hitting a little bit of turbulence. Time are we starting? 6:30. We'll start at 6:30, and I'll go as long as people want to go. And like, if you get eliminated, you can still come back and play. Like, you just go to the bottom of the list, and we keep going on. And you just get 1,000 nickels to win. There's no like end game winner. And I set up the board today. There's 9 proton bombs on the board, and for every like sub and follow we get, you can remove a fuse token for them from those bombs, so the chat can impact the bombs, and then the point scales will go up and up. It should be a lot of fun. And like, Tuesday is the 1-year anniversary of Nickel City X-Wing. That was the first stream we ever did. It was a Vassal League game where we averaged like 2.7 viewers. And then it's also my birthday, turning 37. So if you guys got nothing to do, come hang out. But have a safe drive, Navi. Get home safe. Don't hit any koalas. I'm sure we'll get up. I mean, it won't be long until we're up into the 40s and you can start taking ZZ, who I'm sure is going to dominate until like the 60s and someone takes a fang. It's the Ruse. Full heart back. What's up, buddy? During summer, oh, it happened 3 times. During the summer when roommates were gone, I was super creepy. Yeah, my dad got me a gun, but I gave it back. Too many drunks around all the time. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Awesome. You lived with like 2 other girls, right? You had roommates, and I'm sure they had friends that everyone was like all over. I would not be happy with someone with a gun in like one of my houses in Tallahassee. Because like our houses were just fucking waypoints for people. Any given night we could have any number of people like crashing on our floors and shit. One time there was a band at Big Daddy's that played. And they were like, yo, we have nowhere to sleep tonight. Does anyone have somewhere we can sleep? And I was like, yeah, fuck it. Come on over. And they all fucking slept in my area. Look at how our plane is turned compared to the line we're going. Like the wind, it's only 12 miles an hour, but I guess that might be knots, 12 knots, but like look how bad that is. Yeah. They were cool about it though. They like gave us like free CDs and they were like, they're pretty dope. But like when I lived with Josh and stuff, our house was literally just a waypoint for like miscreants. And he worked at that Pizza Hut on Tennessee Street. So like every night when he got off of work, literally his whole crew would just come over and start drinking. Let's see how many waypoints we got left here. No, it's ATC. We need the nav. Yeah, nav lock. So we are headed. I don't know which one we're on, being real honest with you. Is this what we have left? Does it like update for what we have left? No, so we already passed through a long time ago. So tell us which one we're headed to. SVM to LFD. Alright, so this is the one we're on, LFD here. So we've got to go bagel. We've got a good few waypoints left, but some of these are very short waypoints. Like this one's only 1 minute, 17 seconds. 3 minutes, 9 seconds, 1 minute, 54, 2 minutes, 26. We don't got a lot of small course corrections coming up. Josh is good. Josh got married, and I think his wife is pregnant now. Incorrect high altitude setting. Set that. Oh, Colfax, I missed this. Only 9 more hours until your corned beef is done. What? I don't know how someone corns beef, but by God, he managed to do it. It's an overnight investment. Is it like a slow cooker thing? What are the advantages to low over like just getting it done in the oven? Does it make it cornier? You don't gotta tell me how old we are, Laura. I'm older than you. Eric's older than me, and I'm fucking old. Turning 37. I'm gonna wash my hands, so I'm gonna leave you with Garrett for a second. Be right back.
Hey guys.
The Marines in 2011. It still feels like last year. Yeah, I think we were talking like during Marbles on stream the other day about how the 1980s feels like 20 years ago, right? Like for the last 20 years, the 1980s to me feels like 20 years ago. Like I remember the 90s better than I remember the aughts. Wait until you get your 40s. Goes so fast. Mason, don't make me do this, man. I'm already worried about 40 enough. I'm like 37. Fuck. I'm on autopilot, Ando. No barrel rolls on autopilot. We're getting to Chicago and we're gonna put this bird down. We're gonna manage it. Dude, I needed glasses in high school. Still that job turned 40 Thursday at the trip. I have to pretend to be grown up now. Man, I can't. A lot of waiting I've noticed in flying. Yeah. I use this time to like work on my personality. I'm like, can I get people to care about me as I'm flying over no ass named Lakes in the middle of nowhere ass Michigan? So I can't believe how fucking gorgeous this game is. Just stupendously pretty. Even like the plane, like look at how gorgeous the plane is. The detail that goes into it, from like the creases and the lights there to like the mask. Like would anyone notice if that mask wasn't there? Like maybe like 15 actual pilots, but no one else. Got a fuse kit over there. Got some lights over here. Probably turn the lights off, right? We're not landing yet. This is our main power breaker. If I move that down, I'm pretty sure all of our electronics would go. The propeller wouldn't, but it would still be bad for us. This one is a turboprop. It's a Dare 930 turboprop. It's probably my favorite plane in the game. For like fucking around, I like the Icon. If I want to fly by something slow, there's a yellow prop plane that's really good for that. So do you have to start your flight from your actual location, or can you start your flight from that crazy mountain? I think you're talking about Courchevel, the Crazy Mountain Airport. You can start anywhere, end anywhere. You could start in the middle of the sky, in the middle of nowhere if you wanted to. You don't have to start at an airport. It's just fun to like there's no winning in this game, right? There's no points, there's nothing, like. But for me, it's like a completionist type thing. Like, can I make the flight from Buffalo to Chicago? Can I land it? That sort of thing, you know? Plus, I need something to take up a couple hours to test out this fucking internet. So far, so good, by the way. But, I mean, we got through all of Saturday with no problem, and then, you know, fucking drop. How many nickels to make you pull that lever, right? With just a line replacement then today, that's all I saw him do was replace the lines running in my house. But they've already replaced the lines to the outside, and he said that they had maintenance guys out there for a long time, like trying to figure out what's wrong. With the airport where the jet tail is almost all over the road when it lands. Is that... Man, I've seen YouTube videos of like an airport in I want to say like Brazil that's like just off the beach. It's like a beach and then the airport and the planes come in right over the beach. That has to be cool. I got about 350. Pull that lever. Super short tarmac on that one. Yeah, and these like big ass planes. Ando, have you ever heard of Courchevel? Take me to Hawaii from LA. The thing is, you would need a jet to do that. So this plane has like decent range. Like I could go over the Northeast and stuff. But I just feel like flying jets is a little bit different. This plane is like has a super friendly layout. Not a lot of nickels. It's 70 nickels. That's not a lot. Like the autopilot and stuff, like this is super friendly to work. Like you literally just hit that, nav takes you where you need to go. Your altimeter set the alternate of the altitude settings. But that's not a hard thing to manage. All right, give me a sack. Put them all in a sack, lift up 70 nickels, no issue. Here's how high you could get before your engine cuts out. Mazerim, this plane has a max height limit of 31,000 feet. So we're kind of we're at the highest we really want to be right now. Let's go ahead and check our fuel again. I'm really trying to apply some of the stuff Nicolani taught us in the last one. So 21:34 is our arrival. 20:41 is the time we are now. So we've got about 43 minutes, I want to say. No, like 50 minutes. Got about 50 minutes. We've got 84 and 85 gallons in our tanks, and we're using 54 an hour. We've got plenty of overhead here. We should be making a course correction or like heading to the next waypoint in a few seconds here. We're only 5 nautical miles from our next one. And I believe this one is LFD. So we'll be heading from LFD to Bagel. We got to turn about 20 degrees for a 9-minute journey to Bagel. And then honestly, we're gonna be starting the descent, I think. Power will let us know. Can you flip down the sun visor? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can grab them anywhere. Give me a combat landing. Every landing with me is a combat landing. You watch me combating the lines of reasonable. Hey, Catherine. We're all just chilling late at night here. We all got nowhere to be. Should be course correcting a little bit here in a second. We come up on LFD and there it is. Plane starts the bank. So from LFD to the next one, to Bagel, I believe we said it's like 9 minutes. 9 minutes to Bagel? Sure is 9 minutes to Bagel. And then they should tell us to stop or start dropping pretty soon. Yeah, Major, I've flown by the Bill Stadium. I watched that video throughout the thing too. That dude was like really good. He would have crashed like 1,000 times in that video. So our ETE is saying 14 minutes. The Navlog says 9. So I think we're probably going a little slower than the Navlog thinks we should be. Or maybe the wind being kind of in our face is working against us a little bit. So our true airspeed is 293 knots. Our ground speed is 206. And it says we're going 181. So that means that there's a big wind in our face, I think is what that means. If I remember Nicolani saying right. Like the wind's working against us a little bit. It'd be hilarious if you did when your pilot started to float in the air. Like they got the 0G aspect of that right. I mean, I'd have to lose a lot of weight, but I would love to do like one of those 0G experiences. That seems like a lot of fun, even though it's like super short. So I'll tell you what, people, as much as I love space, you aren't getting me to go until a couple of those flights have been done. I've seen what happens to the first time SpaceX flights. The first ones always blow up. So is anyone here interested in doing the debate club on Monday? Anyone feeling like they could do it? I need to petition Elon to make me a real alien. I mean, an alien would actually be like terrible, wouldn't it? Like there's no wings on it. It has no like wingspan. Like there's no way you could get out of our atmosphere on that thing. It'd be great as like A glider may actually no, it wouldn't be great as a glider. It'd be great at cutting through the air to like fall. All right, so that's a good sign. We're starting to contact Chicago. It would obviously be launched from its moon base. Oh, clearly. My bad. I should have fucking thought of that. This skip makes sense. Ah, fuck. We lose an hour tonight, don't we? That happens at like 2 a.m., doesn't it? What time do we spring forward? Daylight savings time at 2 a.m. So we might... No, I don't think it'll be. So 2 a.m. clocks go forward by 1. Oh no, Colfax! That pushes an hour on your beat! Daylight savings is stupid, everybody. It's a stupid thing that we don't need. Anyone who says otherwise is absolutely wrong. I'm kind of worried about this landing. Look how far off, like, off course our plane is to be getting our heading right. I'll make corn buddy. Oh god, I'll make corn buddy rice. So bad. So Pet Shop says my provincial government did a plebiscite last year about changes, and something like 95% of the people said never do another one. And of course, they said they needed to consult experts on whether to stay on daily savings or not. Christ. Ooh, Japanese style fried chicken sounds good. Think Colfax at this time in 2, 4, 8 at this time in 10 weeks we'll be high-fiving fucking TVA. What's TVA? How are you able to play this music? So this is a program called Pretzel Rocks, and they specialize in like non-DMCA music, and they have all sorts of stations and settings. There's also, if you go on Spotify, Colfax, there's a thing by Harris Heller called Stream Beats, and that is also specifically designed for you to use over your stream. So you've got options. But I like Pretzel because I'm not much of a lo-fi guy. I understand that lo-fi is all the rage, but Ricky likes punk rock. And this one gives me punk rock, and it has that epic station for when we do X-Wing, so I can set the vibe. Yeah. I will say Harris Heller did release a bunch of rock tracks for his Stream Beats, so there is a Stream Beats rock, but I haven't listened to it yet, and I already have Pretzel. It works for me. I can play it on a separate track so I can separate the audio. So like, I'm not hearing the music right now. I have no idea what you guys are hearing. Could be a good song, could be a bad song. It's probably a bad song because it's free. and people don't release their good songs for nothing. Although there are a couple good songs that come up every now and again, and I'm like, I like this one. That They Sell Them Cheap song that comes up. I like that one a lot. They sell them cheap. Ooh. Are you on premium? You know, I think I am because it came with Streamlabs. So when I first started streaming, I didn't really understand anything. I was just kind of making it up, and I actually accidentally, like, well, not accidentally, I purposely did it, but I didn't know I shouldn't have. I paid for the Streamlabs like Prime. So I think that it came with that. It was like part of that package. It sounds like a song from the American Pie movies. The American Pie movies had Blink. The first one had Mutt, the song Mutt, and Blink was actually in the movie. And then the second one, the opening was Every Time I Look for You. I wish we could just play music here. Like, I wish I could play like the songs I like for you guys and stuff, and then you could be like, yo, check out this song, and I could be like, yo, check out this song. But I get it. People want to get paid for their shit. I get it. I get it. Oh, that's what fucking happened. I bet you anything. So when I released my stand-up album, I released it through CD Baby, which does put it on everything, but they're also the ones that handle all the copyright stuff. And when people were redeeming the joke thing, which hasn't changed, by the way, so it's the same joke, so it's not worth redeeming. But I bet, since that's like a minute long, I bet that's what got one of my streams silenced in that little section of the thing. So if they tried to strike me for that, oh, because I've been through this battle with YouTube. I've fucking been through this battle with YouTube where I put my own tracks on my own videos, and they've copyright striked it. They've given me the whole like copyright claim thing that YouTube does. And I've had to write them like a billion times and be like, yo, this is me. I made this. This is my recording. I can use my own stuff. I give myself permission. I've literally had to put in like claim after claim after claim on that. When I did my like character animator video for the joke, I don't know if you guys have ever seen my like personal YouTube. When I did my claim animator for the joke thing, like I had to claim that off my own thing. It was just so. And my YouTube channel has like no one watches it, right? But it's actually monetized because I got in like way before they had like stricter standards. Got about 3 minutes left at this waypoint. And then after Bagel, I think we gotta start. I mean, we got, so Bagel, GSX, that's 18 and a half, 16 and a half. So that's 1935. Call that 8. So it's 43. 15, 58, 69 and a half, 70, 88, 88, 96, 106, 106 and a half. And we've still got about 106 and a half nautical miles to go. Imagine a streaming platform that allows you to also connect with people over the music you play too. Yeah, I mean, like, imagine just being able to, like, set it up so someone pays some bits or something and a Spotify song plays. Wouldn't that be, like, freaking great? Take your end key for me. I don't... What does end key do on Flight Simulator? Keyboard controls every default key. I don't know. I'm not doing it though. I wouldn't even care if half the bits went to Spotify. Exactly. Like, if Spotify came out with a thing that was like $20 a month, you can use the shit, and they divvy it up between their artists, I would pay that. I think I actually would pay that, because like setting the right vibe you want for your stream is very important. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, Cold Hard Facts, and you guys stream, so you get it. But like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Music is so important. Like, if you ever watch a movie with no music in it, which is like super hard to find because it's universally considered a bad idea, the amount of communication humans get that isn't me talking to you is like, me talking to you is like 20%. Body language is a huge part, but like the circumstance, the ambiance around us is also huge. And key just makes your camera go third person. You just want this? Is that what you're looking for? Join me, Quiltitarians. Quiltianity is taking over. Let's see, where are we? So we're either in Michigan or getting to like Illinois-ish. I don't really know where. We could actually be in Indiana right now. Or like Indiana, Michigan, I would think. South Bend. Hello, Fighting Irish. I've only been to Michigan City, Indiana. Well, that's a silly name for a city that's in Indiana. All right, so we've started to get orders to start descending. So the first one is 240, and we are going to start descending here. I'm going to cut power so we don't gain too much speed. I think we can drop faster, because we're gonna have to drop quite a bit, I believe. Dive, dive, dive! So we're currently dropping at 2,000 feet a minute. So another 2.5 minutes or so to get to 24,000. But as soon as we get to 24,000, they're gonna come in on the radio again and be like, yo, keep dropping, dog. Man, the wind's been against us whole flight. Oh, wait. Colfax, check it out. Ready? Give me the dive again. And the Aluga. Lights go red? Did anyone hear what? Alright, she's at 240, but I'm gonna set it to 20,000 because it's gonna keep us done. Kelvin's up, brightness down. Honestly, you all are my favorite thing that's come from me streaming. I really have nickels. Hey, thank you. You don't need to thank me. It was your personality that got us to you in the first place. I remember that raid like it was yesterday. I don't actually. I don't remember the raid as much. I don't remember anything, so. I'm just glad it's stuck. I'm super, I think proud is a little vain to say, but I'm like super impressed with how good this community has been at like supporting just like random people we found. Like we've probably gotten, you know, 5 or 6 people to, maybe even more, to affiliate. Like I'm very certain that our community has been responsible for at least like 7 or 8 people getting affiliate. And that's not to say like none of them did anything to do, like I'm not saying that, but I'm like, we're definitely the ones that put them over the hump. Mazerim says, Kate Wood said something today that rang true. During the past year, Twitch has replaced cable. Yeah, I hear that. I barely watch TV. Honestly, the only TV I watch is usually the Saber games, and that's really bad for my health. By the way, the Sabres have lost 10 games in a row. Let's hit that milestone tonight. Get another chance to lose Monday, and we get to lose on my birthday. Let's go, Buffalo! Thank God the Bills are good. I don't watch TV. It's Crunchyroll, Twitch, or YouTube. Crunchyroll is anime. Yeah. We're not gonna. We're gonna stay at 20,000. I'm not gonna climb after I spent all this time diving. Lord knows in a bit you're gonna be like, hey, dive some more. Well, shut it. I'm a Lions fan. I can't believe they traded Stafford. Thing is, like, Stafford is actually a good quarterback. They just never gave him anything. Like, after Megatron left, they were just like, you know what? He doesn't need shit. Alright, our ET is 21:34. So we've got about 28 minutes left. We started our approach plenty of fuel. We're only at 38. We got about 2 hours worth of fuel. Not gonna, dog. I'm not gonna climb. You can't make me. I'm gonna pick the speed back up a little bit. We're getting slow and fuel efficient, but I want to get to Chicago eventually. I do like Kenny Galladay is not good, but if you go from Megatron to Kenny Galladay, it doesn't matter if Galladay's a bona fide number one. Like, it's Megatron, you know. And who the hell have your running backs been since Barry Sanders? Like, it just hasn't been good there. Yeah. There's only a couple receivers in the league that can compare to Megatron. I'm not gonna. Oh, you know what I can do? I can actually request a nope. Guess I can't. Used to be able to request like a lower elevation. One of the last games I actually went to was a Turkey Day game with Barry. Barry was really good. That was kind of the golden age of running backs, though. Like Thurman Thomas, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, Marshall Faulk. We're going real fast now. Our true airspeed is 276 knots. Oh my god. Look at the wind in our face. We've got 65 knot winds in our face. Windy ass day up here. That's really hurting our time. Yeah, you gotta know that's not happening, man. At this point, you just kind of have to realize that it's not gonna, like, accept it. Alright, so we got about a minute 40 to our next waypoint. Our next waypoint is Amsum. It gets awesome. And then we've only got 36, 47, 51, 60, so like maybe 65 nautical miles left on the journey. We should be heading down and lining up for Midway pretty shortly here. Yeah, we have been dealing with the headwind the whole way. But it was like 11, 12 knots for a lot of it. You gotta shut up, guy. What's that look like? Like right up above the tail right now? Does that look like industrial park smoke that they captured on the satellite, or like low ass clouds? Like we haven't really dealt with much in the way of clouds. I do like adding some cloud cover because I think it looks really good, but I also like looking at the ground because it's so like pretty. Join us in Quiltianity. Does the game ever throw through random weather at you, like a little bit of turbulence? So there's a lot of weather options you can choose. We definitely had turbulence earlier. We went through a little bit of turbulence earlier. It doesn't like ever go like, okay, storm time or anything, but there is a live weather option. So whatever the weather is happening is the weather that it throws at you. Like you can, my friend loves this game and he like straight flew into a hurricane during hurricane season. So he like, you could go check out like live weather happening. You can take a plane, fly above a hurricane, go into the eye and all that. So yeah, or you can manually set up any weather you want. You can make it a terrible day. Like I could make it like a thunderstorm right now if I wanted to. Here's the thing though, when you're flying above a hurricane, it's just like, all right, you're flying above a hurricane. Like you just see it, you see it below you, but like the weather above you is great. But you can even see the plane, like, I don't know if you just saw that, but we like dropped a little bit before we recovered. We're buffering around a little bit because we've got a really strong headwind, but you can see like we're not perfectly still in the air. We're going up and down a little bit. Even like if you guys like don't do this in person, but look at the sun, right? And then if you look down a little bit, they even put like the lens kind of glares on it, like the modeling they did in this game is very good, and combines it with ray tracing from like an NVIDIA graphics card. Just makes the game look really, really good. And it is one of the more like physically demanding games of your video card. I am a little worried that they haven't told us to. I'm just gonna go to 24,000 like they said. I don't understand why they don't want us to drop more right now. I'm gonna put some throttle in and do a pretty hard climb here. It's like we're almost at like 5 degrees-ish, 2,000 per minute, so it would take us two minutes to rise. I think we can go a little bit higher even. can really crank this plane. It's got some power. Now we're like 7.5. Torque is a little high. We'll lay off the throttle just a little bit. Wonder if this plane can make North Carolina. North Carolina's pretty far from Buffalo, but I also might start working on how to get a jet going. You know, if I can get one of them smaller jets and get that working, then I can pretty much do any flight I wanted to. Oh yeah, look at it now, Mason. We're shaking pretty hard. Could also stop for a refuel. That's true. Honestly, I wouldn't even have to stop for a refuel. You could just load up that tab and pull the slider forward. It would not actually be that bad. Like, it feels a little bit like cheating though. Are you fucking kidding me? You made me climb to 24,000 to drop me to 10,000? Unfucking real. All right, we're doing a real steep drop. I'm taking the engines all the way back. This is as fast as it's gonna let me drop right now. Yeah, they got Spectrum ATC. Maybe next stream with X-Wing debrief. He would know Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. I would love to do one of these again with Jonathan Nicolani from X-Wing debrief. He just also has a family and stuff, so I don't want to like be like, yo man. So we are we're dipping pretty fast right now. Fast as pretty much as plane will allow. Or as fast as the autopilot will allow, I should say. Adjust that altimeter. We're below that threshold now. I think Droid said the threshold was 18,000 for the 2920, so our barometer is now 15 something. No, that's not it. We're back to 3031. All right, we're about 15,000 feet up now. We're gonna get to 10,000 in about just over a minute. Uh, 4,300 feet. I think that's what they want my elevation to be when I get there. It's either it's not definitely not the elevation that they're at. That's almost a mile high. I think that's what the elevation is, what they expect for me to be when I'm there, but I'm not 1,000% sure. We're about 10.7 nautical miles from that waypoint, though. See, we're coming out of that dive, and we're gonna bleed some speed here. We're going pretty fast. And the last landing I tried, I was going so fast. I had to pull flaps so early just to slow me down. Yeah, 1 mile is a little suspect. I'm going to keep the throttle down for a sec. Or putting it back up. And let some of this speed up. Yeah, so they want me at 6,000 feet now. So we're passing Lansing Municipal Airport. Zero decimal 31. Correct. All right, so we're doing approach. I'm gonna put on the landing lights now. I literally have no throttle right now, and we're still over 200 knots. Bleeding off speed now as we're heading out a little bit. All right, 22 left. 22 left, and that's our destination. I don't know what a cash transition is, but who does? So they want us to stay 6,000, and we're heading at a kind of a weird angle here. Two left. All right, so it's this one. So they want us coming kind of around. So we basically, what the plane is doing right now, I think. I don't know what the plane is doing now. I don't fucking know. I've never known. Whatever. Check the nav log. So we are, yeah, so this is our last leg. That is midway. I assume the plane's gonna like turn in on it to like make kind of the approach towards the right one-way. Yeah, they're gonna put us in the pattern, but does it update the nav? Like, is it gonna swing me around the airport so I'm coming at T2 left? We're only about 50 power. Check our fuel. Fuel, we're using about 44. Got 66, so we've got about an hour and a half of fuel here. I'm pretty comfortable with where our fuel's at. I don't know. I think that's midway that we're looking at right now, and it definitely has us flying, or maybe it doesn't. I very much have no idea. I don't see any like airport lights out this direction. Do I just trust it? According to the map, we're going straight to Midway. But like, the nav marker on this, is that... What's our timer say? Timer counting down. Oh shit, it's right in front of us. Two left, so I need to kind of swing around the right here. So I think I'm going to take control of this plane. I think it's a little early for landing here, don't you? There is beautiful Chicago. We're going real fast for landing gear, lady. We're just gonna pull a big old loop here, what I'm planning. Dion, where are you? This is what being a pilot's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Making the tough calls. Lining up the runway. Two left. There it is. There she is, folks. I'm cutting speed. still coming in pretty hot. Gonna be honest with you, the speed's going up. I'm not a fan of that. So I am going to... We're going flaps. Flaps in. Fight it. Fight it. Oh God. We're okay. We're okay. We're fine. Not a problem. Little fast, but nothing a little oopsie daisy can't fix. Okay, we're almost gonna stall. Little early, little early, little early. We're fine. We're on, we're on. Look at that. Look at us.
I can hold it. No.
Alright, I guess they aren't gonna tell me where to park. I'm already on the ground. All right. You know what? Parking brake on. Electronics off. Guys, we did it. We found Dion. We found him. Look at that. A 2-hour, 13-minute flight. Pretty much went off without a hitch. The landing probably wasn't the best it's ever been, but you know what? I think that went really well. Buffalo to Chicago. Done and done. Gotta figure out where we're gonna head next time, folks. All right, everybody. Remember, in about 26 minutes, your clocks go forward. Don't be late for work or anything. Monday, debate club. If you want to be in it, please send me a message. I do need 2 people. And then Tuesday, of course, is the gauntlet match. I'll probably send out a sign-up sheet tomorrow on the Discord for that. So if you're wanting to participate in that, I really hope a lot of you will. And we'll have a really good time. So thanks for joining me. I'm gonna go hang out with Dion. Marcel can come too. All right, guys. See you later. Thanks for hanging out for the stream for this test inspection. For the record, 0 drop frames, so far so good. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get me convinced, though. Appreciate you guys, and well, you know what? Okay, if anyone is, I don't know if anyone's sticking around, but let's find someone doing some flight sim, and we'll drop you guys off, and we'll just spread some goodwill for the channel. How's that? So this dude is really cool, a really nice guy, and his slims are great. Gonna raid the man. Candid's doing some stuff for him, so should be a good time. Come in with that soft 8 raid.